Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing well, bud. You put out some nice sports clips recently. Good videos. I like it when I say cook it twice and they make it so crispy it crunches. Crispy. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. While you were here, my calendar has gone from 0 to 1 to 0 back to 1. So weird. Like, I don't know if you're really here or not. Like, popping in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know. So yeah, what a wacky Wednesday. You know, eating dinner at 10:08 p.m. And on the counter says 0 again. So much to talk about, so much to do, so much to see. Yeah, I was hoping to have a conversation tonight, but guess not tonight. Oh, wait, who's that? That shite crazy Chief. Yeah, what's up, man? Good to see you. Dude. The day was so freaking long. So freaking long. I wish I knew a way to explain it, but let's just say I got to work at exactly 8 a.m. Like I was sitting at my desk texting my other boss here at 7:59. And then I got off work 9:45 tonight. So yeah, I'm not exactly in the greatest mood after a 14-hour day. Just not, you know. If you have a giant motorcycle, do you really have to blare music that loud? Random recommendation, Iceland? For real? Yeah. If I had the money, right? We'll be able to talk in a minute. Oh, good. The cops are here. What is happening over here? The guy walks kind of and has a fireman shirt on. Oh, excuse me. Difference between Jesus Christ and a painting. It's harsh, can skip it. I don't know what that means, bro. Sometimes batshite crazy, I'm really glad you're here just to have your presence. But also, you let out some like of the most cryptically weird stuff I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh, now it's a party. So we got the guy, this guy right here, just steady walking with a fireman shirt on for no reason, and the motorcycle. Oh, burning that rice. That's where that's where brown rice comes from. Man. Yeah, some kind of conversation's happening there. See, the guy on the left walks a certain way, if you know what I'm saying, and has fire department advertised on his back, which is hilariously Kawasaki. Oh yeah. You need better jokes about shit crazy, because that one's old. I mean, what's your next joke? You know, where Jesus walks into a hotel, hands the clerk 3 nails, and says, "Can you put me up for the night?" You got to at least come to the table with the joke I've never heard. I'll give you an example. Ancient, yeah, exactly. One of my newer jokes is, it's actually on YouTube already, but where I do an intro and be like, "I know what you're thinking when you look at me. I look like," my best pickup line is, "Get in the van." And I'll be like, "Don't be too creeped out. My girlfriend loves that joke. It's how we met. She was the only girl I met that couldn't break away from the zip tie and duct tapes, and the way her eyes looked with the tears all over her cheeks, just, I knew she was the one." Now I got a remote control shock collar, so I didn't have to. She was getting like rashes from the adhesive of the duct tape, and then rubbed her off from the zip ties. Why are children dressing like strippers? I'm 18. Yeah, you're a child. Red Dog in the house. Dude, so now that we've got a bit of people here, who we have? We have Red Dog and Batshit Crazy. Why? Why Batshit Crazy? We'll wait for your punchline. Why do they fly upside down over Texas A&M University? We're waiting. Red Dog, I do want to tell you the story. Stick around because I want to tell you the whole story. This is what I'm talking about when I say children dressing like strippers. Check this out, okay? This is like an 18-year-old girl, maybe a 20-year-old girl. Like, I understand the style of the crop top, but her front was like cut right up to the bottom of the bra, and the back is like, it's angled. And it's like, jeez. Okay, I don't get that joke because I'm not a university kind of guy, but anywho, so you want to hear some Red Dog? Shout out in the chat. Are you still here? Because I know you and I discussed this. I was going to tell the whole story with a huge audience of 2 people. Yep, Red Dog's still here. All right, so I made a joke, okay? A joke video based on pictures in someone's house. Maybe I shouldn't have, but regardless, I made the joke. That was April 18th, okay? So I get an email, says your content has violated our TOS, and you know you've now got a strike, so you can't upload, make playlists, or live stream for a week. And I was like, okay, I'll take the punishment. I guess I get a week to And that's the week, literally, I moved into my new place April 20th. So April 18th, getting that band on that week, that was a Friday. So I was like, oh, cool. I got the next week to get my stuff together and get in the house and everything. And then by the time the week is up, maybe I can live stream from my new place and this and that and the other. By the way, horrible reception at my new place. That's why I don't live stream there. It's like in a valley. It's right there at the base of a mountain. But it's beautiful. You can you can see stars at night and not hear sirens or traffic. And during the day, you can hear songbirds. And I only pay $800 a month for rent. $800 a month for rent. Which means you could easily knock out rent in under a check. So anyways, so the week goes by. I still can't upload. And I thought, okay, maybe it's because, and I looked back through my records, the last time I'd had a strike was the end of January. So end of January to end of February to end of March to end of April, which means it was within the 90 days. Maybe it's a second strike thing. So maybe it's going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks goes by, can't upload. There's an appeal process. I don't want to bother with it. I don't want to appeal it. I don't want my video back. I don't want the footage back. I don't care. Just take it down. Give me my punishment. Let me move on with my life. Yeah. So anyways, I get up to 3 weeks, and then I'm freaking out a little bit. Like, they've locked me out of my channel. Like, I can only save videos to sounds for shorts or watch later, and I can't do anything else unless I delete playlist. I can't. I mean, you can delete videos or make videos unlisted, but I can't make unlisted videos public. I can't make new playlists. I can't rearrange things. There's all kinds of stuff I can't do, to the point where it's extremely vexing, like on a large scale degree. So with that said, I emailed YouTube. I was like, hey, I understand I did something wrong. You gave me my punishment. I accepted it. The email said 1 week. It's been 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. No response. Once 3 weeks hits, I'm thinking the worst. I was like, all that work for the last 5 years. 5 years. I've worked to build this channel with 1,060,000 views with 1,780 plus subscribers. I've been hit quite a few times myself, says Red Dog. Yeah. And so have I. But here's the thing is that if I go 90 days without a strike, then those other ones get erased. So it's like you start all over, and it should be like if next time I get a strike, if it's over 3 months, then it's just 1 week. So I understood, like, with the 2 weeks of not being able to upload, I was like, oh, okay. It's because I did my research back on my other stuff, and I was like, oh, I pissed them off in January where I didn't get to upload for a week. So I was like, maybe this is a second strike thing, and I've got 2 weeks off. And then once it got to 3, I was a little nervous. I emailed them and everything. Once I got to 4, I'm like, okay, what is happening? Like, I'm sorry. I learned my lesson. Noted and appreciated. Can I please have my channel back now, please? Nope, nothing. No response. Just ignore me completely. Until finally it gets to 5 weeks. When it got to 5 weeks without being able to upload to YouTube, I emailed them and I said, look, I wish somebody would just communicate something to me. Like, I've worked hard on my channel. I appreciate the services you provide with your platform. I'll try to let it happen again. Sorry, it was just a joke. Some people got butthurt over a joke. But, so I don't know who reported me, if it's just a moderator at, what's up? Robert Romanino. Is your last name really Romano and you just put Romanino to be different? I don't know. Welcome, though. Glad you're here. So anyways, after 5 weeks, I emailed them and said, look, I don't know what I have to do to make this right. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Look at this. Let's take a break for a second. Look at this. His Ford symbol lights up. That's pretty awesome. So anyways, I have no idea what is happening with my channel. And then, because every day I would check, I would try to just take a random video and try to save it to a playlist. And as soon as you do, boom, this little black bar pops up. It says, you cannot save to playlist due to community guidelines, or due to strikes and community guidelines. Have been sanctioned for, and I don't know what you mean. Batshit crazy? You are batshit crazy. I have no idea what you're saying sometimes. So, 5.5 weeks go by. I have a job to do in Augusta, Georgia this past weekend. Listen, and for the record, let me just go ahead and make something absolutely clear. Today is my 17th day in a row of work. I have worked all week, then a weekend, then all week and a weekend, and half of this week, and I'll still be working tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday, when I get Sunday off, I will have worked 20 days in a row. And people are like, "Oh, what's the big deal? You don't be a pansy." You'd be like, "Oh, it's a little bit of work." Yeah, my work's a little different. When I have to go to work at 8 in the morning, and sometimes don't get off till like tonight, till like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's a little exhausting when it's a 12 to 15 hour day. Not an 8 to 10 hour day, 12 to 15 hour day. So long story short, we're on our way back from Augusta, Georgia. I had to do a weekend job in Augusta, Georgia, and I do a top out on a commercial, on a church, on a slab, and a lot of ladder climbing, So I go with my buddy to do this church top out. Okay. So anyways, we get in the truck to leave Georgia, and as we're about to be on our way back, for the fun of it, I try it. I go to save a video to a playlist, and it lets me. And I'm like, whoa. So just to test it, I went to your videos, and I uploaded a 3-second video I had just in my camera roll. A 3-second video, left it unlisted, boom, it uploaded. I was like, whoa. So 5.5 weeks, like 5 weeks and 3 days, which is the longest YouTube strike I've ever had in my entire life. And so thankful to have it back that I literally uploaded so many videos on Monday that by Monday night it said, you've reached your upload limit. Like, I uploaded 19 shorts. Like, what do you mean, reach my upload limit? You know? So, in the last, not even joking when I say this, in the last 2.5 days, I think I've uploaded close to 40 videos. Some of them, didn't make it, they didn't turn out to be that great, so they'd only get like 10, 20 views, and I was like, I made them unlisted. But yeah, like 40, 45 videos. And I tried to live stream from my house last night. It was so pixelated, and I was like, this is horrible. And I'm kind of glad I cut it off. But it's good to be back, and I'm really glad y'all are here. You know, those of you that are still here. But I don't know, it was surreal. Dude, my phone was running, like, I have an iPhone 13, which was made in 2021, and I got it summer of 2024. And let me tell you something. This phone does not have a crap ton of memory, especially when my camera has the setting to film everything in 4K. So needless to say, it takes up some data. So when I have a comedy set that's like 6 to 7 minutes long in 4K, and then another comedy set that's 6 or 7 minutes in 4K, and so on and so on and so on, I had videos stacking up to the point where I literally did one comedy set and have my phone recording on the stool next to me, where it's just facing up at the ceiling. And as I'm in the middle of my set, the phone cuts out and says, you've run out of storage. And I'm like, seriously? All because I can't I can't upload it to YouTube and then just delete it and be like, well, it's uploaded to YouTube. Got it. Right? Welcome back, Cotter. You need to stay on your autism meds, bro. Like, I love you, but I mean it. Just stay on the meds, man. They're for your benefit and ours. You know I love you. Anyways, so it was just a bit odd to have a 5.5 week stint.
Right.
And then I start uploading, and they're all of a sudden like, hey girl, how are you? Oh, she's gonna ignore me. I said, hey, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, how about you? She recognized. Anywho. So yeah, for me, introspectively, reflectively, it's been a bit of a weird, just like 5.5 week stint of just frustration, moving into the new place. It's okay. I was on YouTube strike so long that I had time to move into my place, make it a month and pay my next month's rent, and then come full circle almost all the way to June. Like, wow. Wait, what was that? So 26th, May 26th, Monday, they gave me my channel back. Idiots let me fly a lot. Hilarious. I, again, don't know what that means. Like, you're so, like, esoteric. Esoterically, autistically, eccentrically odd is what you are, bro. Bearsworth in the house. What's up, brother? Yeah, dude, service van. What is happening here? See, kids dressing like strippers and just wowing out constantly. What is this world coming to, man? Sardonic. Yeah, that's the word. And you are sardonic. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I can have the propensity to be gregarious. Five teenagers in a car. All girls with phones and short shorts and screaming and hyper, jacked up on sugar. That's what we need on the roads. Anyways, it's just, and I've had a lot of fun doing comedy recently. Like, a lot of fun. I've been doing it a lot more. I've been trying to do it at least once or twice a week. Doesn't always work out. There was one week back in March, I think it was. I did comedy 4 times in 1 week, and that was exhilarating. And I changed the jokes up every single set, but there were 1 or 2 jokes that I used every single set. And some of my newer stuff, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my best work. You know, but some of it is working out pretty stellar. Like, it just is. I'm just so ready for Sunday. I'm not gonna lie, I am sleeping in till like 10, 11 a.m. Sunday morning. I don't care if the house is on fire and the phone's ringing off the hook. I'll shoot a fire extinguisher from the bed and go back to sleep while things smolder. Like, It's been a doozy, like in a big way. I bought some flowers for some ladies recently, last weekend. Well, I was not this past weekend, the previous weekend. Take any random chick that works somewhere, just bring her flowers. She'll be like, "What are these for?" I'd be like, "Oh, I just wanted to make your day special. You have a nice day. Don't say anything else. Head out. Leave them wanting more." Next time you come in, ear to ear, baby. Ear to ear smiles. It was great. Man, his life is the best comedy. Yeah, let me tell you, dude, life produces funny situations, and you've got to just take advantage of them. There's a few things that happened recently that there was one I came up with today. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. I'm going to use it. And then couldn't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. Pirates invented chocolate chip cookies. Or else why would they be called Chips Ahoy? Yeah, I know. It's not a great joke. But it's not that bad either. Arg. Bearsworth, I've only been catching the bear streams like the Friday or Saturday streams or the Thursday, Friday streams just on the weekends because the other phone has the ability to upload it and stuff. And now I have 0 people here, so I'm talking to myself, well, according to the counter. But my 6-year-old soccer game is fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, it is humid as all get out here. So I am going to go home and shower all the nasty. Oh, yeah. And I sliced my finger today, too. So I got a little bloodied all over. I got blood all over my shoes and my pants. And it just, like a stuck pig. Bled like a stuck pig. But yeah, I think now I'm going to go home and... Oh, hit it one more time. I think I'm going to go home and take on the night. Meaning shower and go to bed because it's freaking almost 11 o'clock at night. It's just wild. Just wild how... Like my counter right now says I have 1 person here and 6 thumbs up. What do people just come in and just like the stream and be like, I'm too busy, bye? I mean, like, what is happening here? Yeah, they throttled the junk out of me after the first time I messed up in January. In January, I used to be able to go live, and I would have anywhere between, like when I ended it, like if I just did a 20-minute stream and I ended it, it would have anywhere between 100 views and 3,000 views. No kidding, right? I don't read emojis, bro. Oh, it's all peace symbols. Nice. Anyways, when I got the strike back in January for quote-unquote hate speech, they told me you can take a class on hate speech, or you can choose not to take that class on hate speech, and we will throttle down your channel. You will not be thrown into the algorithm of everybody else's live stream. So when people are thumbing through live streams like this one, they don't see mine. Because it used to be I would have random conversations and then just all of a sudden there's like 45 people here. And only like 5 or 6 of them would be moderators. So I would have a lot of new people. I was gaining subs every day I did a live stream. And then once I did the quote unquote hate speech back in January, where I made 1 joke, they gave me a strike and told me I could take a class on hate speech. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And because I didn't, after my 1 week sentence was up, they throttled me. Like even my shorts. My shorts used to get between 700 and 7,000 views. Every one. It didn't matter what. I could have posted a short video of a snail being like, look how slow he is. And then just ended there. And that would get like thousands of views. Well, once I got the strike in January, then it was, I'm getting between 10 and 200 views only on shorts. Like, this is weird, you know, because then they're not going to suggest your stuff in the algorithm. They feel that you're a dangerous man. You say words, sir, and that affects our feelings. And as you know, every business decision we make is run on feelings. Yeah, dude, it burned too much, and it was like the last 10 minutes of the day. I didn't want to glue it. I just bled until it stopped, and then just was like, this is life. Anyways, so after the first strike in January, things really did calm down, and I knew that the people that did show up for the live streams are like loyalists, actually do want to hear you work out comedic theory and try to crack some jokes and talk about life and some funny scenarios that happen. And then I got the strike mid-April, and it lasted all the way till the end of May, like 5.5 weeks. And it was mind-blowing to me how much catch-up I had to do, like just to get all of the shorts from all of the comedy I've done and all this other stuff, and where I still haven't uploaded the full like comedy sets, which is wild. But I just basically haven't had time. Today we cameraed a sewer line, and I filmed it on my phone and had to upload it to YouTube to send it to somebody else, like the link, because the video of 5 minutes at 4K was too big to send through a text. You had to send like a link to the YouTube thing. So it's it's odd how life has been recently, especially because, like I said, I handed out flowers to a bunch of girls 2 weekends ago, not pursuing any of them, not a single one of them. They're all between the ages of 25 and 35, roughly. Not pursuing a single one of them. It's just the way it is. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. I didn't claim to be a singer. Anyways, so I did Baba's last night, comedy, and didn't really have a set list written out. I just kind of wrote it up in 5 minutes before I went on. Just decided to kind of wing it, you know. And I roasted the other comics as usual, and had some funny stuff happen. It was okay. But I don't know, comedy, I'm still a huge fan of comedy, but it's like there are so many people that have jumped on the bandwagon of, and here's the thing, Kill Tony, I'm a take it or leave it kind of guy. If it's on, I'm like, okay, let's watch. I'll put it on with the speaker in the house. I'll have it on the speaker while I'm like folding laundry or some stuff at the house. I can tolerate it every now and then and stuff. And then sometimes like it goes real deep into dark, terrible jokes with all like, and it's like an open micer who's been doing it like 2 months, and he's just horrible at it. Horrible. And then, you know, like bad open micer after bad open micer after bad open micer. Like, don't call yourself a comedian. Do not call yourself, you're not even a comic. You're an open micer. Like, if you've been doing it less than a year, you're an open micer. Okay? You're not a comic. You're not a comedian. Once you're in your second year, you could use terms like comic. I'm a comic. I'm going up tonight. Hope you come and join us. I'm in my third year, and I don't do it for a living, so I don't say comedian because that's not actually my job. I'm a plumber. I'm a service plumber. But how's the sobriety? I did 9 days, and that was pretty good for me. Then I fucked up. Well, Bearsworth, I mean, you got to stay straight. I'm going 16 months. 16 months. If you want full transparency, I did have one of those hard iced teas. And let me tell you, that's, like, it's not beer, it's not liquor, it's just a hard iced tea. And yeah, you could feel changes happening. And I was like, that's not a good idea. So, yes, allegedly, quote unquote, I've had a tiny amount of alcohol at one point where I was like, I'm gonna have one of these hard iced teas. I'm curious about them. I've heard they're delicious. I'm curious what they're like. Yeah, I wanted to try one, and I crossed it off the bucket list. Michelle Mason in the house. Evening. So glad you're on. Missed you. How's the new place? Good for you, man. Thanks, Bearsboard. It's also okay. Let me answer both questions. First off, Bearsworth. Like, if I have to change jobs, like at a moment's notice or whatever, I like knowing that I could pass a piss test. And they're like, well, listen, we're going to go one step further. We do blood work, which shows 6 months. I'll be like, pull one of these bad boys. I got 16 months of it right here. Grab one of these. Pluck it by the root. Send it to the lab. They'll tell you that I've got, high sodium and caffeine and nicotine. That's what it'll tell you. And then Michelle Mason, you missed the story, but long story short, I was in YouTube jail for 5.5 weeks. So I got a strike, and I have a screenshot of the email that says you won't be able to upload for 1 week. You won't be able to live stream or make playlists for 1 week. And then it got to 2 weeks. Then it got to 3, 4, 5. And like they finally I literally begged them in an email. Not begged them, but I was like, can I please have my channel back? I love your services. I'm sorry I effed up. Please give me my channel back. Please. I need the ability to upload. My phone is filling up. And then Memorial Day, it was like, and I got my stuff back. So it's like, yeah, I would have loved to have been able to upload comedy or live stream or put up shorts of the comedy I've done along with everything else. But I couldn't. It was out of my control. I mean, what am I going to do? Go to California and yell at $1 billion company? Come on. Google's way bigger than I am. I am a peon in the YouTube world. And even if like you stand back and look at the numbers and be like, well, you've only been here 5 years and I've gotten like 1.2 million views. If you look at my analytics, 1.2 million views. With on my public bio, it's 1,060,000 or something. And I have 1,791 subscribers, which is good. But here's the funny thing. I got back on YouTube this past Monday, just like a Gatling gun, just fired off a bunch of shorts. I've gained 10 subscribers in the last 2 days, which is hilarious. Yeah, it did suck. It inhaled forcibly on the lower abdominal region, but I'm back, baby. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Or stay sober, whatever. You know how the saying goes, once the coffee is gone, so am I. Finish my cigarette. Y'all got 90 seconds. So, yeah, it's been a wild ride, man. If you want me to be completely honest, it has been a wild ride of just wondering if I'm ever going to get my channel back. Like, I wondered if it was going to be a full 90 days. Like, I was like, because the whole strike affects you for 90 days. I figured I pissed off some fagel. Yeah, a fagel with cream cheese. I pissed off some fagel over there, Googleplex. And he's like, oh yeah, watch this. And then just like shut me down. And it was eerie because it's like, my YouTube is not part of my personality or part of my identity, but part of who I am is put on YouTube. And that's a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of videos, it's a lot of comedy, it's a lot of plumbing and animals and building stuff out of wood and all this. I made a video showing pictures. I made a joke, and they did not like that. So I'm not going to go into the details of it, but if I could show you, I would. But okay, Michelle Mason, you remember the last video you commented on when you're like, so pretty, but I wish you would slow down to have it, the garden video, that was the house of a couple of dudes. And they had some pictures on the wall, and I made a video of those pictures, and YouTube saw it as endangering. And so I accepted my punishment, and my punishment was way longer than it should have been, and I'm okay with it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, and I'm glad I'm back now. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, for a while there I was worried. My counter says 2 people here and 8 thumbs up, which is oddly disconcerting. I don't know. One thing I do know, I need shower and sleep because I am disgusting. So, you guys have a good night, and remember, do feel love.